Welcome to a video about my home cockpit. Today I'm going to show you my home cockpit setup and also talk about the requirements, about the specs and about the problems. Let's start with my requirements for the cockpit. First of all, it must be cheap. Also, it should be generic so I can use it for multiple aircraft. It has to feel realistic and be in an airliner cockpit style. Also, it should have 2 pilot seats. It must be easy to run with just one PC. Now I'm going to talk about the specs of my flight simulator. But first, here are the specs of my PC. My PC has an Intel Core i5 Haswell 4570 processor with 3.6 GHz. Also, it has 16 GB of RAM. I've got an FSX R7 370 graphics card with 4 GB and also the Intel HD 4600. I've got Windows 10 on my SSD, but the FSX is on a separate HDD with Orbex Germany North and South. I tried the SSD for the FSX, but it is not significantly better, so I took the SSD and put it in my laptop. Moreover, I got the D-Log PCI Express card with 7 USB 3.0 ports, and in total my PC has 17 USB ports. My home cockpit has 5 monitors plus 1 monitor on the desk. I got 2 Full HD 32-inch LG monitors for my visual system, which are connected to my graphics card and are running in the AMD Infinity mode. Also, I got 1 Full HD 24-inch LG monitor on my desk, which is also connected to my graphics card. For the instrument panel, I've got 2 17-inch Samsung SyncMaster 1713N monitors with an aspect ratio of 4:3 and a resolution of 1280 by 1024. Also, I've got a 19-inch monitor with the same aspect ratio and the same resolution. These 3 monitors are connected to the Intel Integrated Graphics Unit and are running in the Intel Collage mode. The FSX crashes when you're running it with 5 or more monitors. This is why I am using the AMD Infinity mode and the Intel Collage mode. So the PC thinks that I'm just using 3 monitors instead of 5. Now I'm going to introduce the sim itself. My home cockpit is based on a wooden shelf. I'm using the Cytec ProFlight yoke system with the throttle quadrant, with the custom Boeing 747 handles. Also, I'm using the Cytec rudder pedals, the radio panel, the multi-panel, and a self-made overhead panel which is connected to the RK's USB interface. My computer is just next to my flight simulator, but some long cables are connected to my monitor on my desk, which can be used as a flight engineer station. In conclusion, my home cockpit is operatable by 3 people, 2 pilots and 1 flight engineer, so I can fly the older planes like the Tupolev Tu-154 or the Boeing 707. Unfortunately, some problems appear with this flight simulator setup. Let's start with the visual system. I have 2 LG 32-inch monitors, and of course they have bezels. In conclusion, I have 1 big bezel in the middle. When I want to land, this bezel is in front of the runway and I can't see it. There are also problems with the monitors of the instrument panel. The center monitor is bigger than the other 2. When I have some instruments or gauges which I put from the smaller monitor to the bigger one, the gauge automatically grows bigger. For the instrument panel, I want to create cardboard panels for different aircraft types with different gauges. The distance between the cardboard panel and the monitor is about 2 centimeters, so when you're changing the viewing angle, you cannot see the gauge properly. Also, the angle of the main instrument panel is too steep. I want to change the angle so it will look more realistic. I also want to change the yoke stand because this construction is very unstable. But I have been working on some solutions for these problems. First of all, I want to create a completely new main instrument panel with 3 identical 17-inch monitors. The cardboard panels should be placed directly on the monitor, so there's no space between the monitor and the cardboard panel. The main instrument panel is going to be inside the shelf and have a less steep angle, so it is going to look more realistic. When this step is done, I want to mount the yoke directly to the shelf, so it is going to be solid and stable. Finally, I want to create a new visual system. The most easy and expensive one is using the Samsung 49-inch monitor with an aspect ratio of 32:9. Another solution is using three 24-inch monitors. The one in the center is going to be vertical, so it is going to look like an MD-80 cockpit. At this point you are probably going to ask me why I don't use two monitors with an aspect ratio of 16:9 and one monitor in the center with an aspect ratio of 4:3. Well, the 4:3 monitor is way older than the 16:9 monitor. There are going to be big differences in the quality, and these monitors have a different pixel density, so this is going to look weird. But for this solution I need a new graphics card because my current one supports just 3 monitors. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and if you have a question, feel free and leave a comment. Bye bye!